to the fact that they need to be more security conscious. It's not just about army. You might not see the army now fully engaging in war because army goes to full-scale war. The police will need to be empowered now. We have gotten more to level of police and SSS, intelligence gathering would have to be massive now. I think that's the direction the federal government should be looking now in the area of empowering Nigerian police to detect before they can harm anybody. These are human beings living within human community. It's not as if they are in the forest again, where we can just go, do area bombardment and say we are carpet bombing them. But now, they will try to use subterfuge, to create crisis. And where they have not been able to reach before, we must not allow them in, particularly maybe a place like Lagos, that could be problematic. So, for me, intelligence gathering is key in 2016. Communal policing is key, and people's consciousness must be there. People must take responsibility for security. The president is the chief security officer of the country, but everybody must know that he or she is the chief security officer of him or herself. That is key in 2016. People must not just sleep and believe that all is well without looking at that. Another major security apparatus that is important, it is this social security net that is to be created for the unemployed youth. Because I do and is devil's workshop. Nigeria is even lucky that we have team of youth that are not as volatile. Because if you look at the army, when Osun started this OES to pay 10,000 naira per month, Osun wanted to recruit 20,000. That was the first massive recruitment in Nigeria. Over 150,000 applied. Many of them graduate. Over 100,000 of them graduates. So you begin to wonder, what were they doing before that? So it means that those people, and we are graduating more people every year. So we have large army of educated Nigerians who have nothing doing. So for me, another security measure in 2016 is this 5,000 thing. It is not to give them money. That would be wrong. It is to engage them productively. What were they doing in Osun? We want to clear the drains. We want to do this. And they were doing it happily. I
think the president alluded to that, saying that some of them, instead of just getting the 5,000 could be engaged in agriculture.
Yes, they should not just say, because I listen to some people on the social media saying they want to enslave a graduate to be earning 5,000. What are they earning now? 0 kobo. So it is not going to be compulsory. It's those who feel that at least this will take them from 0 level to somewhere. That for me.
Let me bring this up. Someone's asking here, Tutu says, what if the money that is recovered from some of these politicians is given out to Nigerians? See what he says. He said, if there are by 180 million Nigerians, and let's just say some 300 million is recovered from an individual, why can't you take 180 million and, hold on, this is question, I'm trying to paraphrase it here, and give to individuals, not like give them cash, but put it in a trust for them so that it returns, maybe the interest that they get out of it every month, instead of saying you're going to take 5,000 naira and give to these individuals. How would that work out?
No, it's not going to work out. Because you are not creating value. Labor is about creation of value. That is what Nigeria is getting wrong. It's not about doling out money. It's about saying, come and add to this economy. Even if it's just sweeping, it's adding something. But for someone to sit down at home, the area of unearned income, which is called rent.
You know, if someone is alive, that he can add value.
Let me tell you, before now, are they not alive? People are alive.
Are you sure?
People are alive. What we are saying now is picking them from the all-time low where they are. And we are saying that the way Nigeria will benefit from it is by making sure they add value. No matter how minimally it is, they must add value. The moment they are adding value, the economy will improve. And where I want to disagree a little with him, with the Bayelsa person, is that if you don't spend, the economy cannot improve. You've seen so much of tightening when Buhari came. All the policy is like restricting spending. But the economy will not fly if there is no money in circulation. So the government must reflate the economy, because it's the money. If you give 5,000, if somebody earns 5,000, all these people that were not earning anything before, They will have little money, 500 naira to give to girlfriend. The girlfriend will go and buy biscuit and buy pure water. You know, the pure water people will sell. The biscuit people will sell. We will do. They will go to
Mr.
Baba. You know,
Bob Guy is asking a question. Says
yes,
that you're advocating a policy that bankrupted Osun State.
No, they are wrong. Osun is not bankrupt because of the fact that we are reflecting. Let me tell you, so many people are borrowing this concept we are saying. What happened in Osun is a situation of where the money in the economy dropped beyond plan. The government has a plan that, okay, Osun has headroom of 1 billion before the drop. It suddenly dropped to by 40%. You are earning an income now which you base your life on. So if suddenly charters decide to slash it by 40%, so you think you will still continue to live as you are? It is impossible. It's just not
okay.
going to apply.
Let's go to Don. He said a lot about the need for, addressing the issue of unemployment, and the 2016 budget seemed to have, some promise of job creation. Which direction do you think the government should go?
Yeah, in the first place, I think unemployment all over the world remains a time bomb, and that is why it needs concerted effort by persons who are patriotic, who have the capacity and expertise to manage the economies of their country, to get it right. And before even I delve into that, we are talking about insecurity for 2016, what we expect. And I think I tend to be looking at Nigeria from a sectional perspective, and it's very important because our policy lines in this country shouldn't be centered. And then we say because we are getting at the center level, it is going to spill to the unit stop. Today we have issues in the northeastern part of this country. We do also have issues in Biafra, which is a southeastern part of this country. Of course, we do have very serious fundamental issues in the Niger Delta where I come from. The question is, in 2016, what strategic political economic parameters are put in place by the current administration to ensure that Boko Haram is roundly defeated? Note, you see, fighting terror all over the world, we must learn and fetch waters of hope from civilized nations that have been engaged in the war against terror. The UK has always had a terror threat. Over the years, they've not been able to win it. Go to Russia, go to France, go to Belgium, Ukraine. All nations of the world have challenges of terrorism. But note, if you look at the Colombian situation, today it looks, very nice. Tomorrow it becomes gloomy. The reason is this. The strategy in fighting terror is not about the necessary reactive approaches you use the security and the military to engage. But it's a proactive intellectual balances. You create a note, like he was saying, engaging the people, but it's much of social engineering and then strategic emotional balances. Note, whenever you are fighting terror, you ask the question, why are these people engaged in this act? For instance, when you see somebody who is a professor engaged in the manufacture of IEDs, the question is, why is he doing that? Where is he coming from? What is his background? Who tutored that professor from primary, secondary, university? We lose sight of tracing and checking backgrounds of people. Now, so many people must have been arrested as perpetrators of Boko Haram. What do we know about these people's past? Is it just the act that we're interested in? And wait a minute. If we are hearing the issue of Biafra, it's coming up every day. And we seem to be playing politics with it. What is happening today in the northeastern part is because we as Nigerians